It doesn't matter what I believe. It only matters what I can prove. So please don't tell me what I know and don't know.
She got me caught up in a moment. She got me caught up in a moment. I only kiss her when she on it. Treat her good, make her call me in the morning.
All right, people, I'm back with another one. And like I told you, 365 days out of the year, I'm going to try to hit y'all with videos. Now, every time I do a video, it's not always going to be about battle rap. It's not always going to be about boxing. It's not always going to be about any of these topics. But today, we're going to talk about some social issues. And as y'all see on the thumbnail or on the link, it says, I support Nick Shirley. And I'm telling you, if you're a melanated American, a foundational black American, if you're a black American, one who has history in this country for over 7 generations, then you should not be upset with Shirley and what he is doing. You should not be upset with Donald Trump. You should not be upset with people trying to put things back in order. Now, I'm Muslim, and I say assalamu alaikum to all the believers and those who try to follow it in the correct manner. And even though, you know, the Somalians up there in Minnesota are on the news and they're getting a lot of support from the wokies, the liberals, the people crying about how they're being done wrong, and they're fighting so hard for immigrants, but not fighting hard for the American people. So I'm going to hit you with this first clip, and then I'm going to let you know how I feel about this situation. So let's check it out, how this all began. I'm going to hit you with my man, Nick Shirley's video, and I'll be right back. Here we go.
Here in Minnesota, massive fraud is taking place within the government and the Somali population. Here, this building alone, Quality Learning Center, is a daycare, yet they spelled learning wrong, and they said leering. This daycare alone in 2025 has received $1.9 million from the government. And the strange things about these childcare centers is there's no one here right now. It's midday on a weekday. And if you were to try to go inside, it's completely closed and the windows are all blacked out. No one's working, midday. Children should be in here. And this place is licensed for 99 children. And this is the outside. There's no windows, no nothing. And like I said, they literally spelt the word wrong on their sign. This is open and blatant fraud taking place here inside of Minnesota. The government is complicit with this, and this is just one of the hundreds of child daycare centers here inside of Minneapolis being ran by the Somali population. It's sad that it's happening here in Minnesota, and it stinks that it's happening and it's being labeled on the Somali population. However, that's just the facts of what's happening here inside of Minnesota. $1.9 million for this daycare center that can't even spell learning right.
All right, so that was Nick Shirley's video. Now, this popped off about maybe 2 or 3 days before the new year came in. And a lot of the liberals, a lot of the little milk soggy cereal individuals got upset with Shirley, trying to put him in a box, saying that, oh, he's MAGA, or he's a Christian extremist, and all these other craziness, not even knowing who this young man is. Now, the reason I know about Nick, I follow him on YouTube, and also he came to the city of Charlotte when Trump was running for president, and he does like on the street interviews with people, asking them questions, trying to figure out what they're about, what they think, and getting their opinion. The young man, there's really nothing wrong with him. He's just a regular American and out here trying to get honest, unbiased, feedback from the American people. And this is the problem we have with the news today. They swoo everything one way and one way only. Everything's on the left. And if you're not with the left, then if you're on the right, or if you say anything that's like a right, they think that you're some form of extremist or some kind of nut job. But I just definitely wanted to let you know, like, if you're a melanated American, because that's what I call us, a melanated American, you see the melanin. It's a little lighter. It's not as dark, but the melanin separates me from the pale-faced American. So we're trying to make a distinction because, as you see with the Somalians dealing with this situation, they come to America. Everybody puts themselves in this box. I'm black, right? First you beef with the Cubans and the Latinas from different islands, and they try to show you their nationality, that they're either Dominicans or they're Cubans or they're whatever nation they come from. Just because they have the melanin, y'all want to throw them in the box. Oh, they black. And now we have these issues where you can't tell the difference between an individual who has been living in America for the last 7 centuries, meaning their families, and they are, some groups say, foundational black Americans. Me, I say I'm melanated American. Or I even flip it, I'll be like a foundational melanated American. And this is where we have to start getting these distinctions, because a lot of these foreigners come to this country and fall into the box of a black American, which they don't understand, they do not care, they don't try to work with melanated Americans. So it should be a distinction, and people are starting to get upset because lots and lots of melanated Americans are starting to realize their history, who they are, and trying to separate and make understandings between the difference of us being Americans with melanated skin and them being American citizens, but from whatever country they come from. But like y'all all know, I go on all kind of tangents, but the point I'm going to make to you is this. Shirley is just what we need. We need people to give us the news, give us what's going on, and do that investigation, because you have groups of foreign individuals who will come to America, and we all know will get all type of loans, all type of funding from America, but the melanated American who has been busting their butt for decade after decade after decade, ever since the terrible atrocities they put on us and our people. No matter if you think you're from Africa, or no matter you think that you're from an Indian tribe that was kidnapped and beat up after they made war on us and took our women and children and put them into some form of bondage. So it's a difference between those who have melanated skin and they are immigrants or foreigners coming here and now trying to put our label. But I want y'all to hear one other video before I start even going more in the rant. That there's this young lady that I follow on TikTok, and she's definitely somebody you should need to go check out. And the reason I rock with her, because she made a video that went viral, and you know, she being melanated, and she said, I'm an American. I'm not a black American, I'm an American. And that joint went crazy. People rock with her, I rock with her, so I want y'all to rock with her. So go check, let's check her video out. Let's go.
There needs to be a law against the news channel for speaking biased towards something. I know this sounds like an attack on freedom of speech, but even in America, you can't incite violence, and that's what they've been doing. They've been inciting violence. Think about it. They've almost got Donald Trump killed more than twice. Charlie Kirk just got shot because of the things that they say on the news. They radicalize people. I feel like it should be illegal for news channels to radicalize people. I know they're going to hate me for this, but it's the truth. Some type of petition, some type of law needs to go into place where these news channels cannot sit up here and talk down on people to the point to where their lives are in danger, because it's exactly what they're doing. Perfect example, Nick Shirley. These people are literally trying to put this man's name down. They talking about, now they're using the new word. For the ones that know, the new word that they are now using is anti-immigration. You are now going to start seeing the word anti-immigration on CBS, CNN, and MSNBC. It's like you can almost see the shit happening before it happened now. Like, we already know the gist. Like, just stop it, bro. How about y'all do y'all fucking jobs and report the news how it is, as is? We don't need to hear your opinion about it. We don't need to know how much you like it or how much you don't like it. All we need to know is what's happening, what happened, and that's it. Stop putting these people up there on CNN talking down on people, speaking negatively, trying to get people to hate people. There needs to be a law put against the news channels for inciting hate and violence. The No Kings protest was a product of the news channel. All right? They put that shit together. They did all of that shit. The Black Lives Matter movement. The death of George Floyd. They lied about a lot of fucking shit, bro. They lied about a lot of shit. So the American people, what we need to do, because it's not gonna stop with Donald Trump. Y'all think it's gonna stop with Donald Trump? Y'all think after Donald Trump get out of office, all of a sudden CBS, MSNBC, PBS, CBS, whoever the fuck else is against the Trump administration, y'all think that shit gonna stop? No. The next person that's gonna get it is gonna be JD Vance. After JD Vance is gonna be whoever the hell Republican is, whoever is coming up after him. If y'all noticed, it's only been Republicans that they are attacking. They have never attacked a Democrat like this ever. They ain't even attacked Mitt Romney this bad that how they attacked Trump. Like, real shit. Mitt Romney was running against Obama, and they didn't even attack him like that. Y'all understand why they doing? Y'all have to start asking yourselves questions. Why are they attacking Donald Trump the way that they are attacking Donald Trump? Y'all have to ask these questions because it's common fucking sense. You can't just sit up here and believe everything y'all hear on the goddamn news, because the news channel is the reason why there's a lot of violence happening in the country, why a lot of people dying out here in the country, all of that bullshit. So it needs to be a law. So, I guess we're gonna start it from this motherfucking video. The petition is here. Like it, leave a comment. If you think Americans should put a law in place for the news channels such as MSNBC, even Fox, because even Fox will radicalize you. They still have biased opinions, even though it's common sense, but it's still biased. They should be reporting the news as is. Now, if y'all think this should happen, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it going.
Well, it's getting dark out here. Sun's about to go down. It's almost time for me to make Maghrib prayer. To all my Muslim brothers and sisters watching this video, just a friendly reminder: go make that salat. Go get to success. But getting back to Shorty's video, she made a good point, and hopefully y'all was listening. If y'all notice, is that the news has really got to get off of this bias trip. They got to get off this trip that everything that they are pushing is always a woke agenda. It's always something that's going against Christian values, always going against Islamic values, always going against common sense. And if it's not the way they design it, then they get to the point where they have something negative to say, and they make you the enemy number one. And like Shirley, Nick Shirley has brought something to the table. So now he's an enemy to the news. And like I said earlier in the video, this young man is just a regular American. He has no malicious intent. He's just trying to make sure that we as Americans get what's due to us before it's given to immigrants, before it's given to illegals, before it's given to people who are not born, bred, raised Americans. Because it makes no sense that you can have a group of people brought to this country and giving them all of the opportunities to open up all type of businesses, but you have melanated Americans, aka foundational black Americans, aka black people who go through so much constantly in this country, but we can't go sit down at a desk and ask for a loan to open up a business. We have nobody to tell us that, hey, there's some grants to open up stuff. We don't have people to tell us, hey, we're going to help you open your business, or we're going to make sure that your neighborhood is safe and prosperous for you as melanated Americans, as Americans who have been here and put the hard sweat and tears and all the back-breaking work to make this country to what it is today. Because without melanated Americans, this country would not be what it is today. And we as melanated Americans have got to stop falling for the okie doke. Malcolm X told you a long time ago that you are being bamboozled. You are being hoodwinked. And this is what's going on here. You have them always telling you to be upset with people who bring you the truth. And Nick Shirley was bringing you the truth. And the fact of the matter is, I'm Muslim. And I deal with Somalians when I go to the mosque. And there are young men and there are some Somalians who do have some shady ways about them. Not saying that all of them, because we're all human. Humans have good humans, you have bad humans. Just like melanated Americans, aka black people, you got knuckleheads out here that they promote all day in our music, on our televisions, always on the news. But there's a lot of good ones out here too. So just like the Somalians right now, they're on the news and they're showing the bad ones doing these type of shiesty moves, getting this money from the government. The government shouldn't even give them money in the first place. The money should be going to born-bred Americans to open up these daycares. It should be giving it to the communities that they look like, meaning that if it's in a black neighborhood, then it should be going to black Americans to open up these businesses. This is who they should go to first. But no, they let them come in and say, okay, we're going to give them a foot up because they came from a bad, terrible situation. But hasn't melanated Americans gone through bad throughout history of this country? So we should be the first individuals who should be getting a foot up instead of us having to always get it in the mud. It would be nice for us to sometimes get things. And like the young lady said, there should now be a law, and we should all be pushing to the point saying, news, we are tired of y'all giving it to us one way. You're supposed to be in the middle, meaning you're supposed to give us what the left is saying, you're supposed to give us what the right is saying, and you're not supposed to give your own opinion. And that's the problem. They're always giving their opinion on a woke or a left situation when it should just be like, this is what happened. Nick Shirley went and did an investigation on these people could be scamming that state out of a lot of money. And instead of them supporting and saying that Nick Shirley is something's wrong, do the research he did. And if you find that they are doing wrong, then tell the American people that these individuals who are immigrants, they are not playing fair. And we need, as melanated Americans, aka black Americans, start getting to the point where we are tired and we are done with this foolishness. You either help us just like you help every other immigrant, or there's gonna be hell to pay. No violence, but there's gonna be a point where stop voting for Democrats, stop voting for woke individuals, stop voting or stop supporting things that don't support your community. If you got corner stores and it's not run by an American, especially if it's in a melanated community and it's not run by a melanated American, stop shopping there. Shop somewhere else where it's going to support your own people. And like the young lady said, it's a shame. We need to start moving more to support ourselves as a people. So like I told y'all before, I'm making these videos. I'm trying to get 360 videos done. That means a video every day on this channel. So subscribe, support me, so that we can just keep on doing this thing like it should be done. So till next time, remember, keep your brain up, support your own. Don't be mean to others, but support your own. Make good decisions, and always keep going up and never going backwards. Till next time, peace.
I've been waiting to say this all year, and I'm gonna say it. And this is a good time.
Mainstream media is not your friend. The culture is not your friend. The government is not your friend. Big business is not your friend. They are operating collegiately in unison to create a set of systems that are beneficial to them and disadvantage you.
So remember, get your brain up, subscribe to all platforms,